Everyone, last meeting we tackled about the urea cycle, and we all know that each stage of urea cycle requires an enzyme in order to achieve a reaction. If one of these enzymes is missing, the cycle may not function properly, in which it can lead to urea cycle disorder. And there are many types of urea cycle disorders, and one of them are we going to tackle today, and that is hyperammonemia type 1. So what is hyperammonemia type 1? Hyperammonemia type 1 is a metabolic condition characterized by raised levels of ammonia. It is caused by the deficiency of the enzyme carbamoyl phosphate synthetase 1. The classification of this disorder is a rare type of genetic disorder. It is prevalent in the United States with an estimated data between 1 and 250,000 live births, 1 and 440,000 live births internationally. Risk factors may include a family history of disorder, metabolic stress from factors like fasting, infections, or high protein intake. So, hyperammonemia type 1. It is also known as carbamoyl phosphate synthetase 1 deficiency. It is an inherited disorder of the urea cycle. It is caused by the absence of the enzyme called carbamoyl phosphate synthetase 1. So if this enzyme, which is the carbamoyl phosphate synthetase 1, is missing in the urea cycle, it may lead to a buildup of ammonia in our body, which results to hyperammonemia type 1. Carbamoyl phosphate synthetase 1 is an enzyme responsible for removing excess nitrogen from the body, which is the ammonia. This enzyme catalyzes in the first stage of urea cycle. There are two conditions in the hyperammonemia. So if the enzyme carbamoyl phosphate synthetase 1 is present, the excess nitrogen, which is the ammonia from the body, is removed. Then there are no buildup of ammonia in our body, which result to no hyperammonemia type 1. Next condition is if the carbamoyl phosphate synthetase 1 is not present, the excess nitrogen, which is the ammonia from the body, is not removed. Then there will be a buildup of ammonia in our body, which result to hyperammonemia type 1.
So now we have the causes and risk factors. It can be due to a genetic disorders, can also be due to health problems such as liver disease or kidney failure. The other causes consist of urea cycle disorders, acute leukemia, urinary tract infections, and urea cycle defects.
Now let's move on to signs and symptoms. For newborns, it can show signs in the first 24 to 72 hours, which includes lethargy, irritability, vomiting, hyperventilation, and grunting. For children, it may show signs of irritability, vomiting, sleepiness, and seizures. Lastly, for adults, signs include changes in sleep patterns, slurred speech, poor muscle control, changes in walking, seizures, and coma. So here are the diagnosis and screening methods. A test for urea cycle disorder. First is blood ammonia level test, plasma test, urine amino acid test, and urine orotic acid test. Blood ammonia level test measures ammonia in the blood to check for liver or metabolic problems. Next is plasma test. Analyzes the liquid part of blood for abnormalities like high amino acids or sugar. Third is urine amino acid test. Detects unusual amino acid levels in urine to find disorders. And lastly, urine orotic acid test. Checks orotic acid in urine to help diagnose your urea cycle disorders.
Here are the tests for enzyme deficiencies in urea cycle. We have liver biopsy and genetic test. Liver biopsy. It is a small piece of liver is tested to check if the urea cycle enzymes are working properly. Next, we have genetic test. It looks at DNA to see if there are any mutations causing enzyme problems.
Treatment and management. This can be managed through a low-protein diet, taking of amino acid supplements like 1. Erglutamic acid, 2. Arginine, 3. Citrulline. If severe, treatments for long-term effects may include 1. Dialysis, 2. Liver transplantation.
So that is for the hyperammonemia type 1. See you for the next urea cycle disorder.